It's Monday. It's morning.
It's Macabre.
Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre for another edition, another week, another 7 days of spooktastic, macabre, dark stuff. I'm Darcy. I'm here with Scones.
I'm Scones.
And today we're going to be bringing you some more of that spooky stuff you like so much.
And I'm Scones.
And he is still Scones. It's what? I don't even know how many episodes into COVID this is, but it's COVID episode some odd number.
I don't know life without COVID at this point.
Yeah, I'm getting that Stockholm syndrome where I'm starting to just love me some COVID. I'm a new
captor.
New hot take. I'm pro COVID.
Maybe it won't be so bad if you just show it love.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be
Has
like
anyone tried to give COVID a hug? Maybe that's all we need.
It just needs a Saturday morning cartoon solution.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope you're all having a good I don't know, whatever
as
life we're living.
You know what I'm saying?
As good as it gets.
And I will be the Macabarista today.
Scones will be bringing us the spooky juices.
The spookiest juices you've ever had.
Yeah, he's going to cover you in spooky juice this week. And I have no idea what he's going to be talking about. So if you're new to the show, that's how it works. One of us brings a scary thing, a dark subject, a macabre tale, what have you. And the other person just goes, oh, wow, the police don't handle these well.
Yeah, but rarely, if ever.
So Scones, go ahead and hit us with that macabre.
All right, so originally I had someone planned, but the old suits at Sling and Dingers told me it was just too scary, too horrifying.
Gotcha.
I couldn't talk about it. So we're on to the second one.
Okay, so this is the backup spook.
Yeah, this is the backup because Sling and Dingers just said, oh, no, that's the folks at home. Their sensibilities will be forever scarred.
It did not pass
the Bechdel test either. Lots of dudes talking about dudes.
I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
It is a phenomenon in culture, which is like if you pass the Bechdel test, you're a movie or a storytelling device, like a book, and you have two female characters talk to each other for some odd amount of time without ever mentioning a male character.
Okay. Anyway.
That's for you folks at home to know about now. The Bechdel test.
Bechdel test. Anywho, Scones, what are we talking about today?
Today, we'll be talking about cursed movies.
Cursed movies?
Yep. Cue us in, band.
Ooh. Ba-da-bow. Hit us, band. I like cursed movies. That sounds exciting. When we say cursed, are we talking like the filming was cursed, or
yes,
the like DVD itself is like secretly has a voodoo ritual that's enchanted the DVD? And
no, these are. I'm gonna give you. There's actually a lot of movies that have paranormal or kind of cursed filming. It's more the filming and production of it and what happens to the people that make the movies.
I know a little bit. In that I've heard that The Exorcist was pretty messed up.
We'll get there.
Ooh, yay. Cool.
So, yeah, I'm going to bring you some movies. There's much more out there. Maybe there'll be a future episode, or if people want to just do their own research or whatever. So our first one we're going to look at is the Amityville Horror.
Horror. I mean, now, this was based off of a real thing, right?
So, yeah, it's based off a book, which is based off a real thing.
Nice.
So the historical basis, for anyone who hasn't seen the Amityville Horror, it's a 1979 movie, and then later a 2005 remake of the movie.
And then I'm doing a 2021 shot-for-shot remake claymation version in my apartment.
The studio is amazing, already set up. It will only take him the next 8 years to shoot it.
Yeah, so you guys will see that when it comes out. Really looking forward to it. Got a lot of great people working on it.
So, a little background, the historical basis. So, all of our movies today have historical basis of either some kind of urban legend or historical event or like religious historical event.
Gotcha. So they're all based in reality in some way.
In some way.
Cool.
So this one is based on November 13th, 1974. Ronald DeFeo Jr. shoots and kills 6 members of his own family at a Dutch colonial house in Amityville, which is on the south shore of Long Island.
Not great. Not a great look.
In December 1975, George and Kathy Lutz and their 3 children move into the house. After 28 days, the Lutzes leave the house, claiming to have been terrorized by paranormal phenomena.
Ooh.
So I don't know if anyone knows about this event, but it's like really sketchy and weird. Like all the people who were killed in the house were like face down in their beds, shot in the head.
Jesus.
With no sign of a struggle.
Okay.
Which is really creepy.
Yeah, that what the fuck?
There's no silencer or anything involved. So each one of them was...
How loud is Long Island that you have to be like, yeah, this is just a nighttime thing?
I think it's like pretty suburban. Like I've seen the house.
No. I'm pretty sure they're in the middle of the city.
Yeah, walking in, jackhammers,
yeah, exactly. Hot dog vendors. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we know New York.
Yeah, what do you mean? Hey, the Giants. Hey, baby.
Hey, go Yankees. That's what New Yorkers sound like.
Yeah. Pizza, baby.
So, during the filming of the movie, to tell this tale that was pretty much told by George Lutz, the guy who had to leave because how scary it was.
Yep.
Both of them, he was like the main character of the movie. So in the 1979 one, it's played by James Brolin.
Oh, Josh Brolin's younger sister.
Close.
Damn it.
His dad, actually. So while reading the book for the inspiration, he would have stuff fall off dressers in the house. But that was only while he was reading the book, and it wasn't, like, explained.
I like that.
Yeah.
While he was reading the book, just all of the dolls in the house were face down with bullet wounds in the back of their heads. It's like
and
so
he's like,
weird.
Oh, my dolls.
He's like, no. Okay.
Ryan Reynolds would go on and play George Lutz later on in 2005. And he ended up reporting that he would wake up like randomly, just naturally at 3:15 a.m. every day.
Jesus.
The same exact time that George Lutz said he would wake up.
Ooh, I like that. That's spooky.
It's also the time that's most closely estimated that Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered his entire family.
Shit. I love it. I'm in, dude. I'm legit going to watch that movie tonight. I'm in. You should have done the marketing for this movie. Because
you're welcome.
MGM or whoever the hell it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Lionsgate Pictures. Send us a check, baby, because Scones is doing your marketing way better than you ever have.
Amen. Right before filming began, there was also a dead body of a fisherman that washed up on shore right near the set.
Ugh.
And the real Kathy Lutz and George Lutz both died between the start of filming and when the movie was released.
I'm in, dude. I love it.
And that was the scary stuff of Amityville horror.
That's what's going on with Amityville horror. So if you could do a DVD extra commentary.
Hey, everybody. Scones here.
Hey, working on this scene was so hard because dead fishermen kept falling through the windows.
Bunch of fish ghosts attacking them.
Yeah, fish ghosts putting dolls down, shooting them in the back of the head. It was a nightmare to work on. I love it. Okay, cool. And question: How many total films are we talking?
We're talking 4 films, so that's numero uno, and we'll be back with the rest after this commercial break.
Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Chuck E. Cheese is a rat, and he sells you good pizza, baby.
All right, we're back from the break. Our second movie,
yep,
is The Passion of the Christ.
Nice, dude.
So it's pretty obvious what it's about. If you don't know The Passion of the Christ, it's the telling of the Christian retelling of how Jesus' last 12 hours alive, I think.
Yeah, but it's shot like The Office where they do cutaways and stuff.
Yeah, Judas is just looking at the camera like Jim.
Yeah, just eyes at the camera. Yeah.
So
it's like, so glad to have this Last Supper, and then it just cuts to Judas looking at the camera like,
Pontius Pilate's like the boss that comes in. It's like, these guys are crazy. Like, what is going on with this branch?
Anyway.
So anyway, it's a story about Jesus. It's made by Mel Gibson, critically acclaimed, was really successful, was like the most highest grossing religious movie of all time. But the filming of it had some crazy, not Jesus loving shit going on.
Okay.
So there was an evil curse associated with the filming. A lot of people believe that demons don't like that they're making a movie about Jesus.
And they're not getting the cut. I get it.
Yeah. Or that
they're like, where's my 15%?
Like the way Satan was portrayed. They're like, what the heck?
Like, bro, he's like 6 feet. He's not 5'10".
Like Scientologists like suing him. So the actor who played Jesus, Jim Caviezel? Is that his name?
Yep.
So Jim Caviezel was hurt really bad like several times during the filming. During this time, he was accidentally whipped with a real whip. Oh.
Okay.
He dislocated his shoulder when he fell with the cross.
Nice.
He got hypothermia and pneumonia, which he was hospitalized for.
Jesus.
And he was allergic to the skin makeup, which gave him very bad skin infections and like rashes.
Okay.
The craziest thing, he would be struck by lightning.
I was going to say those first like things, I was like, okay, that's like not like crazy, but like, yeah, that's like actor problems. But then getting struck by lightning, that's pretty divine right there.
The assistant director, whose name I don't have in front of me, was struck by lightning and then struck again.
What? All right, at this point, it's
lightning
like
does strike twice. In fact,
yeah. Wow. I like to think that it's just like just got up there and he's like, well, I've tried the skin rash, the dislocated shoulder, but they're not getting it. So lightning bolt.
It's insane that
That's
there
nuts.
were 3 lightning strikes on this one film set, and 2 of them on the same fucking guy.
How bad does it feel to be that dude? Holy shit.
Just like, how bad I do not want to see this movie afterwards. Like, fuck this film. If I had any job where I got struck by lightning twice, I'd definitely quit.
Yeah, if we were doing this podcast and 2 episodes in a row we were getting struck by lightning, I'm like, I think we're going to have to put this to rest. I don't think we can keep doing it. That's nuts.
Then, yeah. Jim Caviezel, he got like really good reviews. I think he was nominated for a bunch of stuff for his portrayal as Jesus, but he
burst into a ball of flames accepting the awards.
I mean, his career basically did. He wouldn't go on to play anything else, and he said he like has been on record saying like playing Jesus was like the worst mistake I ever made, and like it ended my career.
That's crazy.
They even said that like Mel Gibson, not an awesome dude.
Yeah, he's got his fair share of controversy.
Yeah, and I guess like 8 years of Hollywood just like forgave him because now he's in movies again. But either way, Mel Gibson like told him, he was like, hey, before you take this role as Jesus, like there's a good chance it's gonna fucking ruin your career because it's
good for Mel Gibson there though. I mean, that's a cool thing to do, I guess. Not cool to be super anti-Semitic after getting pulled over for like a DUI, but that's cool.
Yeah. People actually link Mel Gibson's Spiral, which I think this is kind of making excuses for the guy, but people link Mel Gibson's Spiral afterward to the curse from the movie, saying that like he made the movie he wanted to make and it got critical acclaim, and then why should he be spiraling with having like extreme alcoholism, like losing
seems kind of like people giving him an out. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the way too, but I'd be amiss.
An interesting angle to be sure. I guess.
What a way. I wonder if the defense said that.
Oh, an interesting angle to be sure, but you're still guilty.
Are you familiar with the curse, prosecutor?
Have you ever been struck by lightning twice, good judge and jury?
Honestly, that's not a bad defense if you put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a lawyer on the weekends.
The assistant director was Jan Michelini. I don't know if that's a man or a woman.
Jan?
But they were struck twice.
Damn. That's such a bummer.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And that is the curse of the Passion of the Christ.
All right. We're 2 for 2 so far.
Pretty spooky. And we'll come up with our third spooky movie after the break.
I'm still a rat. Buy this pizza.
And we're back. On to The Conjuring.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I've seen The Conjuring. Ooh.
Took you a second. Ooh, The Conjuring. So The Conjuring is in my top 5 favorite horror movies, I'd say. It's a really, really good movie.
That's it. On to number 4.
And I like it a lot. I just wanted to mention it.
I just wanted to give him a shout out.
But we'll do Scones. Maybe Scones and Darcy's favorite horror movies.
That would be a fun little bonus ep.
But not today. Today
maybe we'll drive in a car and record on a phone, so it's like really bad audio, so that it's like a special episode.
That'd be sick. I'm gonna take a selfie video while I'm in a car, and then like say some really unpopular stuff.
Yeah, I mean we need that. We need to get some publicity going. So if you could do that, that'd be great.
So The Conjuring. It is a 2013 American supernatural horror film. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it's based on the real couple, Ed and Lorraine. I almost said Patrick Wilson, the actor. Ed and Lorraine Warren, played by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. So Ed and Lorraine Warren were paranormal investigators. They were married, and they would go around, especially in New England, because they're from Connecticut, and investigate a lot of...
They were me and Scones if we were married.
Pretty much. And actually, fun story, an old roommate of both me and Darcy... Darius, shout out.
Oh, shout out Darius. Hey, hope you're doing well.
I believe it's his mother went to a lecture while in college given by Ed and Lorraine Warren.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
We need to call him up right now and just berate him and then hang up.
Hey, what do you know about the paranormal?
Yeah, what did your mom say about Ed?
Was he cool?
What the hell are you guys talking about?
Tell me about Ed. So anyway, the movie is based around this one case that they had involving the Perrin family.
Okay.
Who experienced increasingly disturbing events in their old farmhouse in Rhode Island in 1971. So basically, they just go to check it out. There's all the horrifying shit that ensues. I'm not going to spoil any of the movie for you, but the Perrin family gets really fucked up by this ghost, and the Warrens find out that they bite off a little more than they can chew in this one.
Uh-oh.
So, while doing research for the script, Chad and Corey Hayes, who were the screenwriters, they'd make calls to Lorraine Warren, and apparently the static over the phone was unusually, unbearable.
Great.
It was really hard to talk, and Lorraine Warren even said that her quote is, "This movie is set to reveal the dark side beyond the dark side."
Whoa.
And that it did not want any exposure.
Chances are that it was just Ed going right next to the receiver, but...
That'd be sick.
Could you imagine if they were that prepared all the time to be like, oh, this could be something. We need to make it creepy and spooky.
Professional bamboozlers, just always ready.
Yep.
No, but Lorraine Warren said that she was surprised there wasn't more static, and that something was probably trying to interrupt the communication, was trying to jam their signals because it didn't want the movie to get made. During the primary setting up, James Wan, the director, he'd be at home alone, and his dog would start barking, and he'd turn around to his dark room, and the dog would just be staring and barking ferociously at one corner in the room with nothing there.
I hate that.
And James Wan said that making this movie actually really fucked him up.
Nice.
And then he went on to make...
I was going to say, and then The Conjuring 2. James Wan goes insane.
I don't know if he did The Conjuring 2. I know he did Aquaman, which probably was not nearly as scary.
So he only did the first one?
I don't know. I don't know which one Wan did.
Which one did Wan do? Which one did one do?
I don't know. That's a tough one. The clapping is probably still going from our fans right now for that bit.
Oh yeah, they're probably like, this is I mean, that's why we're giving such long pauses, because we know that you're at home, standing ovation. And your roommates / neighbors / family are like, what's little Tracy doing? I don't know. What's
our favorite fan, little Tracy?
Little Tracy. I hope she's doing well. Hope you recover.
Jeez. So during filming on set, they went to the original house.
Yeah.
Which is super scary. The parents, the family that was haunted, who are now is the second generation kind of.
Yeah.
Their kids. They were invited to the set. Most of them went, except the mother, who refused to ever go near the house again. She stayed in Atlanta, Georgia, where she lived at the time. When the sisters arrived to the house where the filming was happening, apparently there was a dust storm kicked up, and it swirled all around them, but didn't get them dirty. And while they were there, the mom apparently said she felt an evil presence while she was in Atlanta, and she fell and needed to be hospitalized for injuries to her knee.
So we got spooky ghosties trying to push kids over. I like I like the dust storm.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of creepy that would just surround the parents. Like, this demon, like, really has a hard-on for the parents for some reason. The cast and crew would eventually have to be evacuated from the hotel they're staying at nearby as it randomly caught fire.
That's cool. I mean, it's not cool, but, like, that's spooky.
Now for the creepiest thing. So, actress Vera Farmiga, who played Lorraine
I love the way you say her last name. Very,
I don't know
authentic.
if that's how you say it, but
Farmiga.
the way it's written, yeah, it has like a nice like Spanish or Italian sound. Farmiga, who played Lorraine Warren, said that she felt extremely uneasy while reading any kind of scripts, and she refused to read the scripts or practice alone. One day,
sounds okay. Keep going.
She opened up her laptop to start looking over lines, and it had 3 digital claw marks across the screen.
What the fuck?
She had no idea where they'd come from, and she was the last one to touch her computer.
Digital claw marks.
I don't know what that means. If the screen had like 3 cracks in it, or like
I think what she was trying to say is that she had 3 Google Chrome tabs open and she wasn't sure how to close them. But
that's scary.
Pop-ups.
So the claw marks were there. After filming, she returned home, and the first morning after returning home from filming, she would wake up to find 3 scratch marks into her leg.
Okay. All right. We just got into cool, spooky territory. I like it.
So that's the scariest part, is that Vera Farmiga had to just be like, oh, okay, it hates me now.
This is my life now. I'm glad I became an actress.
Pretty spooky stuff. And that's the scary stuff that surrounds The Conjuring.
That's the Conjuring conjured up some spooky digital ghosts.
And we'll move on to our final movie of the hour after these messages.
You ever wake up in the middle of the night, look at the loaded handgun on your dresser drawer and think, it's pizza time?
All right, we're back for our final movie.
That one got dark.
Yeah, that's a weird sponsor, but hey, whatever they want.
Well,
us to
the
say,
rat
we'll
is. You got to imagine the disheveled rat in his gross rat mattress.
It's just sitting there in a ball pit.
Yeah. Loaded handgun in a ball pit, just spinning the revolver.
Punk rock album.
Yeah, loaded handgun ball pit. Handgun ball pit is a solid name for a punk band. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, like 80s Black Flag era, like
yeah.
Kill the
and
Poor
it's just a disgusting Chuck E. Cheese costume sitting in a ball pit with a handgun. I love it. We're selling this T-shirt now. So if you guys want it,
buy now.
buy now.
So on to our final movie. As Darcy gave a little sneak peek to it, The Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
So I don't know if everyone who listens to this has seen The Exorcist. I'm sure at some point has heard of it or seen something that they unknowingly was a reference to it.
Yeah, to put it in today's youth's terms, it's lit.
Yeah, in my mind, it's like the preeminent horror movie.
For sure.
Especially as far as like curses go in like actual plots.
It's the movies that everyone's like dad was like, I remember seeing it back in the 70s and everyone died in the theater. And you're like,
yeah, my dad like pretty close. Not even lying.
It's literally like every dad has that story.
Yeah, it's really fucking scary. So for those of you who don't know, The Exorcist is based on a 1971 novel by the same name by William Peter Blatty. It was made into a horror movie in 1973, but the book itself is based on the demonic possession of a boy named Roland Doe and his subsequent exorcism performed by the Catholic Church. Now, the book and the movie itself portrays instead of Roland Doe, it's a girl named Linda Blair. Oh no, Linda Blair's the actress. I'm so dumb. It's Reagan.
Michael Reagan?
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
Reagan McNeil. So instead, in the movie, it's instead of Roland Doe, a small boy getting possessed, it's a young girl named Reagan McNeil. A demon comes out when a Catholic priest uncovers an amulet that resembles Pazazu, a demon of ancient origins in Sumerian culture.
It's the ancient god of pizzazz.
Yeah, and he gives him the old razzle dazzle. trust
Oh
me.
boy, does he ever.
So while filming this, a lot of shit went wrong, and a lot of the people involved really regretted ever making the movie and did wish that they had nothing to do with it ever.
Awesome. I hope that's where we get with this podcast one day.
I hope so. Just that it ruined my life. I never should have played Jesus.
I never should have brought up that handgun rat.
Yeah, we're gonna get chased down. You're gonna look out your window. There's gonna be a handgun rat in a ball pit outside.
Just holding a single ball as he crushes it in his fist.
He's just, as the sign says, bring out the pizza.
Anyway.
So the first thing, a pretty big thing already, the entire set would catch on fire.
Just regularly.
Literally, the entire set would go up in flames. This was back production 6 weeks. This is pretty immediately starting. And the only thing that was completely unharmed by the fire was a lot of the kind of puppet that went into the doll Reagan.
I hate it.
That was for when, they didn't use a human for the possessed part.
Yeah.
After the fire, obviously,
that's terrifying.
Back then, this is also the 1973, so a lot more people were Christian and really what the fuck are we doing here? So the production team actually brought in a priest to come and bless the set.
Holy shit.
To try and ease people's worries, because people were dude, we're fucking with shit we don't even know about right now.
And then the priest was struck by lightning 3 times?
Yep. Maybe 4. I don't know.
His name. He was also the same person from the Passion of the Christ.
This guy will not quit.
Yeah, he
loves show business.
Or he quit show business, became a priest, and then got fucked up again.
Got more lightning. So, do you know? Have you seen the movie, Darcy?
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
So you know the part where the mom, so Reagan, while she's possessed, she's in a bed, if you haven't seen the movie,
yep.
And she's kind of tied to the bed while they're performing the exorcism. And she's
yep.
possessed by a demon, and she starts mutilating herself.
Yeah.
And so the mom, played by Ellen Burstyn, the actress, runs over to try and get her to stop, in which case the girl with super demon strength pushes her, and she goes flying and hits the wall and
right.
lets out this scream. Turns out the scream is completely real.
Ooh.
When they pulled her, they apparently pulled her too hard, and the wire rigging basically yanked her, and she suffered a permanent spinal injury.
Oh.
So the scream that you can hear in the actual movie was not acting.
That's so fucked
There's a
up.
scream from the severe pain that comes with
Jesus.
spinal cord injury.
God.
And she have to deal with that injury for the rest of her life.
That is rough. Also, the director's we got it, baby.
Was that's the shot.
Yeah, that's it. Wrap it up, everybody.
Ellen Burstyn would also say that the director was a complete maniac psycho.
Psychopath? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Apparently, his name was William Friedkin, and he was a pretty intense director, and that's putting it mildly. In the 2010 Blu-ray edition, it would reveal that the director would often fire real guns off or slap actors in the face before the cameras start rolling to get them on edge.
Oh yeah, you're firing guns off. That's insanity.
But man, oh man, hey, this was the first horror movie to be nominated for an Oscar. So this asshole sat back and was I did the right thing.
Yeah, right. At the end of the day, he's at his fucking lake house man, that's what art is, baby.
Just sitting in his ball pit next to his handgun he fired off.
Oh boy, what a psychopath.
Yeah, William Friedkin, not cool guy. I don't know if he made any other movies, but I doubt anyone would want to work with him either. So, the worst part of the supernatural goings on, again, this is all based on a true story, was that during filming, there would be several deaths associated. 2 actors would actually, that are featured in the movie, who both die in the movie, would die before the movie was ever released. The priest, played by Max von Sydow, his brother, who's also the grandfather of Linda Blair, so the grandfather of the girl who plays the main possessee with the demon in her, would die.
Creepy.
Before the movie gets released. But the scariest of all is the woman who did the voice of the demon.
Ooh.
So the woman who did the voice of the demon was named Mercedes McCambridge. And it's funny because she's kind of like a little old lady. It looks like from the pictures. She was a radio and television actress from like early 20th century.
Right.
She would apparently swallow raw eggs and smoke cigarettes and drink alcohol even though she was sober in order to get the voice of the demon down.
Oh, what the fuck?
So after the movie came out to pretty good acclaim and, you know, it would be nominated for Best Picture, which is the only horror movie to ever do so, her son, so Mercedes McCambridge, the voice of the demon, her son would end up killing his wife, all of his children, and himself.
Yikes.
So all in all, linking about 9 deaths to the filming of, or the so-called curse of the filming of The Exorcist.
Yep, that's spooky. Yep. You did it, Scones. You found him.
Yeah, it's real scary. And
Yikes.
like horrible that the people who go into this are either not superstitious or
right,
are just actors trying to get paid or, you know, whatever. And then all this horrible shit comes. And then I can't imagine it's easy to get closure when you're like, yeah, a demon did it.
Yeah,
it's all because I did that movie.
It's because I ate a bunch of eggs and talked funny, and now so everyone's dying.
I put my body on the line to play Jesus Christ, and now I can't get a job.
Yeah, that's the real
struck by lightning, or my entire family dies.
Movie making is a dark business.
Sure is. It's not all Tinseltown and the silver screen. Sometimes it's everything catching on fire.
And lightning and death.
Claw marks. Yeah, the Conjuring one seems pretty tame when you get to the Exorcist one.
That's a good point. That's some spooky movies.
Spooky movie babies.
Hey, thanks for dropping by.
Thanks. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys like scary movies.
Yeah.
And I hope if you guys liked any of those movies, there's so many more. We could do another episode at some point in the future because there's much more movies that have horrifying. I know like The Wizard of Oz is a big one.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff with that
going on. My
wife's like favorite movie, so I know a decent amount about it. Yeah. Tell us what horror movies you guys like. I'm actually interested to hear like what people who listen, like what kind of horror movies do you guys like?
Because there's so many different kinds, whether it's like cheesy slashers or ones like these that are like can be critically, I guess The Passion of the Christ isn't a horror movie, but ones like these that are like critically acclaimed versus like, you know, this indie horror. And
there's so many subgenres, and here at Monday Morning Macabre, we're all about inclusivity.
We're all about the subgenres.
All about those Johnnies. So let us know.
Johnnies.
Hit us up on our social medias. We got our Twitter.
What are those social medias, Darsh?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Scones. We've got Twitter Macabre Pod. We got Instagram Monday Morning Macabre.
Yes.
We got MondayMorningMacabre.com.
Yes.
We're on Facebook. We're everywhere, baby.
Yeah.
And
put us in your top friends. Put us in your top friends list on MySpace.
Yeah, put us in your top 8 and tell your friends and leave a review. It helps us a lot. If you like the show and you want to help out, we'd appreciate that. I think that's everything.
I think it's time for you guys to have a great Monday.
So have a good Monday and goodbye.
Have a good Monday. Goodbye.